Hello everyone. It's Halloween today and I thought a big pot of stew for dinner would be good. And so to go with that, I'm going to make some French bread. I'm going to start out by putting 2 tablespoons of yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 2.5 cups of warm water in my mixer and let the yeast activate. 2 tablespoons equals 3 packets. So in my mixer, I'm gonna put the yeast, the sugar, and 2.5 cups of warm water. And I'm just going to let that sit for about 5 minutes. So you can see I've got my Halloween candy, that's my backup. I've got my bowl all ready here with Kit Kats. And I made a few of these little packages, a couple for the neighbors and one for the mailman. So we're all ready. This went for a little longer than 5 minutes, and you can see how frothy and foamy it got. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil now, tablespoon of salt, and 6 to 7 cups of flour. Okay, put the lid on. I added 6 cups to begin with. I'm adding a 1/2 cup more, and then I'm just going to let this go on 1/3 speed for about 5 minutes. Okay, this mixed for 5 minutes, and the dough's really nice. I'm putting the lid back on that and let it rest in the mixer for 10 minutes. Then I'll transfer it to a grease bowl and let it raise until it's doubled in size. It went for a little longer than 10 minutes because I was browning beef for the stew. I've got a grease bowl that I'm going to turn this out into. All right, that needs to sit for about an hour and do its thing. So I think this is ready to punch down. Save the plastic wrap because I use that when the loaves are rising. First thing, I'm going to put a little bit of oil on this cookie sheet here. Actually, that might be too much. If you think you got too much, then just take a paper towel and wipe a little bit of it off. Wipe it on your hands so that your hands don't stick. And go ahead and just punch it down. And then I just divide the dough in half. Okay, and you're going to make a French bread loaf. So just try and pinch it all underneath. And then I just do it like when you're making a snake with Play-Doh. And I try to do the length of the baking sheet. It will contract a little bit, or it will tighten up a little bit. Okay, and then just do the second one the same way. Make it even. And you might be more comfortable just rolling it on the counter too. That's fine. Okay, so now I've got two French style loaves here. And here comes the fun part. Take a really sharp knife, and then you just want to score into it like the French bread loaves. And then I just take the plastic wrap that I had over the bowl and put that back over this. And it'll take about an hour to raise. And then we'll bake it at 425 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. I forgot to put just a little bit of oil on the top so that the plastic wrap doesn't stick. Probably wasn't necessary. It was pretty not greasy, but it was pretty well oiled from being in the bowl. Okay, just gonna let those alone and let them rise. So this is after about 40 minutes of raising. I checked it at 30 minutes and it looked like it was ready to go in the oven, but I had to preheat the oven. So the oven's ready now. I'm going to put it in for about 15 to 20 minutes. Bread is done. It baked for 15 minutes, I believe, and I'm going to put some either butter or olive oil on the top. Soften the crust a little bit, make it look more brown. And here you have homemade French bread. It's going to be a perfect addition with our beef stew tonight. The house smells so good. Here it is sliced and ready to put some butter on it. So I hope you try this. It really comes together quickly and it's really good bread. My son has become a bread baker and this is the recipe that he likes. Thank you for watching and I hope you had a happy Halloween.